Hello, it is Sara Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot, this time for the moon in Cancer. The good news about this moon in Cancer is Mercury stations direct. He's stations direct. He doesn't really get moving forward, though, for another couple of days yet. So hang on tight. We're also in the post-retrograde shadow until September 11th or 12th-ish. Before he gets back to the degree that which he stationed retrograde back on August 4th, 5th, depending on your time zone. So he's going to pass back through that trine with Chiron, the square with Uranus, all of the things. So yeah, we're still in, mercurial fun. But the good news is Venus moves into Libra, where it's one of her home signs. However, and then she will trine Pluto. So be prepared for some sort of transformative something to show up. The moon, while it's moving through Cancer, which is a water sign, will trine with Saturn in Pisces, and right at the end will trine with Neptune in Pisces as well. So, and then of course square Chiron in Aries. I keep forgetting about Chiron all of a sudden. I don't know why. But so a little bit of activity here, a little bit of stuff coming up. Cancer is about nurturing. And we're going to want to pay attention to Cancer because Mars is going to be moving into Cancer here shortly, and he's going to be there for a long time. So we're going to want to pay attention to those Cancerian themes and archetypes, which would be maternal or women, the womb, family or familial things, emotions, nurturing, all of these sorts of things. And this could be self-nurturing, what you need to do to nurture yourself. And we've got a sun in Virgo that's all about, being of service, it's harvest, it's the digestive system, detail oriented, and it's kind of one of those like combination of what sorts of routines do you need to have in place in order to fully nourish your body, your physical body, your emotional body, your mental, and your spiritual, and your energetic, which would be the energetic is the radius around you, the energy around you. So who are you around? Your environment, your immediate environment. And then of course your emotions are, managing your emotions, in a safe or healthy way, expressing your emotions, or are you harboring them and holding them in and ignoring them as if they don't exist? Things like that. So could be some I don't really feel like explosive, but certainly like emotional instability, emotional unstable emotions, I feel like. I don't really know that it would be explosive, but it could be. It could be. Some of these maternal issues are hot button topics during the current political theater election season. So there's that. And so it's back to that. Are you following leaders that you align with? Really feel that in your body, in your solar plexus, in your gut. Are you following, or are choosing mentors or choosing coaches or practitioners that align with you, that are the people that you're working with where you want to go? Like, is that the kind, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we shop around for a psychotherapist or a life coach or a practitioner is, are they practicing something or living a life that you see yourself living? And so maybe some things are out of alignment, and need to go a different direction. And this would be a good opportunity to really tune in to see what areas need more nurturing, need more care time, need more, we were talking a while ago about, not journaling as much in the summertime. And maybe you need to take more time for journaling, take more time to introspect, to reflect. I've talked about that with these retrogrades. So yeah, could be an emotional couple of days here. Could also be with this much water and earth in the chart, could also be some powerful intuitive downloads. This is again like tuning in with that third eye, really, hearing the messages that are being sent to you. Are you attentive to the number that keeps showing up? Are you attentive to the animal that keeps making an appearance in your world? Are you attentive to, you were just thinking about it and then it, I was just thinking about so and so and they called or they texted or ping, they showed up on my Facebook feed, or your whatever social media feed, things like that can kind of cue you in or clue you in to your intuition, so that you can start developing like that understanding of it or being receptive to your intuition, to your body and how it receives information from the universe. Let's see what's up with the tarot. I kind of like this moon, but I do feel like it could be kind of emotional. I'm not a huge fan of water moons anyway, but we all got to move through them, right? All the time. So okay, the Hermit in reverse. Well, that's interesting. This is Noon Sung, the creator of data and lore. Ooh. So this moon will square those nodes, and those nodes are getting closer to the final degrees of Aries Libra. This really could be about you communicating or expressing what space you need or what routines that you need to the people around you. Maybe expressing to them that you don't like how they treat you or behave around you, or maybe they're not giving you the space to take care of yourself in the way that you are discovering that you need to take care of yourself. I feel like this is a moment to like start talking about that, or like expressing like, hey, I really need you to stop talking to me that way or talking about me that way. Because this moon will square Chiron as well. So, something that may have surfaced in the last from April until July when Chiron was in his pre-retrograde shadow, something that may have surfaced during that time that now you're feeling the need to start talking about it or expressing it. I'm gonna get a clarity card on that. Let's see. We also got, oh, how bizarre. The Devil in reverse, lore. That's fucking bizarre. Noon Sung, the Hermit in reverse, and lore, the Devil in reverse. Huh. How interesting. The Devil in reverse is something clearing up, like something's like revealed, maybe. So like, you say something and then something like maybe it's the conversation that you choose to have to express how you need to be supported. And then the other person is in response revealing maybe like their bitterness or their envy or something like that. Okay, so this would be more like getting out of your hermit shell. And this would be, the devil. maybe the devil's not so bad. Maybe that there's like the devil's advocate type situation. Like just to be devil's, like, you know what I'm saying? When you're having a conversation, like just to be devil's advocate, like, what if this were this way? I don't know. Like, and this could be like clearing up a blind spot just by you saying what you are feeling, like the blind spot clears up because then the recipient can say what they are feeling, what they are experiencing when, you know, the situation's happening. I'm blown away because of the fact that that came out as Noon Sung in reverse and Lore in reverse, of all people, of all cards, of all cards. But you know, Laura is deceptive as fuck, right? Like I mean, remember the episode where Moon Sung has them both come to his planet or wherever he's hibernating, hermiting, and Noon Sung accidentally gives Laura the emotions chip. Like Laura's deceptive as fuck. Like, so I feel like there's something to be um I was trying to think of an example where Lore might have done a good thing, but he was kind of a shit the whole time. Um, and so just, ugh, I don't know. I always got icky vibes when Lore was so involved. Just, ugh, you knew he was up to no good, and you knew he was manipulating a situation. But the devil in reverse would be that he is up to something good, but maybe being perceived as the devil. Ooh, ooh. Like he's up to something good, but he's being portrayed as the bad guy, right? Like, have you seen the movie The Beekeeper? If you haven't, go watch it. It's freaking amazing. And yes, it's audio described. It was on Amazon Prime. I don't know if it still is. But the beekeeper is up to the greater good of humanity, but in order to be to like be the greater good for humanity, like he's got to take out the people that aren't good for humanity. So he looks like the bad guy. Oh, like Dexter too. Like he looked like the you know, Dexter was like what he murdered the murderers, right? So was it was it wrong what he did because he murdered murderers? But was it right? What, like, you see what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's what that devil in reverse is about. It's about like the guy who looks like the bad guy is actually the good guy, right? And think about that with oh my god, there's so many rabbit holes I could go down, but somebody watching this video is like, oh shit, we've had that conversation. Okay, in the Angel Tarot, we got card number 9. I like that. I think that's the Phoenix number, if I'm correct in my numerology. Oddly enough, the Hermit, Archangel Raziel. Um, okay. Spend time in quiet, meditation, spiritual teaching, self discovery. Okay, so this is coming clear to me. So this is the Hermit. These cards typically only get read upright. Then we got the Hermit in reverse and the Devil in reverse. Like you're being shown something. It's just like I just said. It's the bad guy, or the guy who looks like the bad guy is actually the good guy, right? The guy who looks like the villain is not the villain. The villain is the guy who's being portrayed as the good guy, but the good guy is actually the one being portrayed as the good guy is the bad guy, and the other way around, right? And you can apply that to fucking anything in history, let me tell you. Okay. Oh, I love this. I love this so much, and I would love to like reveal a few things in that conversation, but I'm gonna not, because yeah, I don't want to create cognitive dissonance. But just think that through. Like if it's Lucifer versus because wasn't Lucifer the fallen angel, right? Oh my God. Okay. I'm not gonna go there in a YouTube video, but I think y'all know what I'm getting at. Um, it's the good guy that's being portrayed as the bad guy, and the bad guy being portrayed as the good guy. So the antagonist is being portrayed as the protagonist, and the protagonist is being portrayed as the antagonist. Ah, that's juicy shit right there. All right. Thanks for tuning in. The typical links are in the typical places. You can buy me a coffee. You can book a reading with me. You can, what's the other one? Sign up for my newsletter. Comes out on Sundays. You can join the Awakening Spirit Collective, where we have lots of group things going on. So if you'd like some support with your spiritual journey, that is an option for you. And so all of those sorts of things. So, all right, thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you on the next video. This was so good.